And this is what I'm so excited about. I can't wait to share this with you guys. I have not put anything on my face. You want to start with a clean face, washed, toned. I did not even use moisturizer, and that's just personally how I do it when I do this combo that I'm going to show you. Because I'm going to be using, this is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. This is extremely hydrating, so I tried it with moisturizer on prior to using it and it just was a hot mess. But that's just for me. If you have super dry skin, let me show you what the product looks like. If you have super dry skin, you may need the moisturizer. You'll have to kind of test it out to see. But again, for me, I just skip that whole step and just put this on. This also has SPF of 30, so you don't even need your typical SPF that you put on. So what I do, this is so easy, you guys, you won't even believe it. I put about that much, and you can always add. I just rub this in like a moisturizer or a BB cream or anything else that I typically just kind of use my fingers for. As you can see, it's already kind of minimized some of the redness, some of the discoloration. It feels like an amazing moisturizer, so it hydrates. So this is going to be so good in the winter time. Then rather than going and doing the whole highlight, remember this is just a simple look, what I take next is this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and it looks like this. I think I've showed you guys this in previous videos if you see any of my videos. So this is a gel consistency, which is perfect because what you just put on your skin is also a gel consistency. Their Bare Minerals is definitely a lot thinner. This is a lot thicker. So what I recommend when you use this, you take very little. This is very pigmented, and the purpose of this really is just to color correct. So I put it in between, warm it up. I've taken the smallest amount and I put it right here. And I'm just gonna use a little more because I'm looking extra tired today. So wherever you see any discoloration, any bluish, dark, like that dark circle color, this is gonna color correct it, and you're immediately gonna look like you got 12 hours of sleep. Okay, next up, I'm going to just do a tiny bit of highlighting over that. So I like this product very much for a minimal makeup look. This is a MAC Prep and Prime and Light Boost. And I just put, you guys know I usually do the big V and everywhere. Not for this look, I'll just put a tiny bit over where I color corrected and any other place I want to conceal. Like I've got some, discoloration and veins there, little spot there. I'm just gonna blend that in with my fingers. You can use a brush, but because I use such a small amount, I don't really feel that I need a brush. And when you get the hang of this, it goes by really fast. It seems like it's taking a while. It's because I'm explaining it to you. So now what you want to do is prime your lids. And to make it easier, rather than just getting an eyeshadow primer, just use the same thing that you just used under your eyes to conceal. And I just do a little bit on my eyelids. This cancels out any of discoloration, and you kind of have a nice clean slate to start with. And you didn't even have to pick up a new product, which is nice. And again, I'm using my fingers. Okay, you ready? So this is where the magic happens. Instead of taking a regular translucent powder, which is what I typically do to set my face, I'm going to take this. So if you haven't heard of this, this is the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. So it is a loose mineral powder that you can use as a foundation. I put it on top of everything that I just did to my face and watch what happens. So I usually put it in the cap like this. And I've been really liking this brush that I did a video on, the Tarte collection. It's the holiday collection, and I think this is a complexion brush. I've been using this a lot for this exact thing. Been testing it out and it's been working really well. So you want to pop it in there and tap out the excess. And the brush does pick up a lot, so you don't want too much product. And then you're gonna have a little bit of it dusting out, and that's okay. I stipple this into my face, and then I do round circular motions just to make sure that it sets it. So I kind of do the stippling first because I don't really want to move anything around that I just did. What you'll notice, okay, this is where the magic is. I don't know if you can see it very well, and I'm looking at the viewfinder and I think you can see it pretty well. Do you see how my skin looks super even, no discoloration, and it looks glowy and healthy? Do you see how it's just like kind of shining through? Like it looks like I have just a healthy, natural glow, not like I've put highlighter on my face. I'm gonna put some down my neck just to even out the color, because as I mentioned, I am like 3 different colors right now, which is insane. Almost forgot, take a tiny bit and put some of that powder on your eyelids because it's gonna help your shadow blend super, super easy. Let me give you a little bit of a close-up. And that's what the skin looks like just with those few steps that I did. Okay, so what I like to do next is my brows. I like to do brows usually before I do eyeshadow because it kind of gives me an idea of what I want to do next. I've been using the NYX Tame and Frame a lot. I use an angle brush from MAC. And what I like about this pomade is it gives you, if you're not too heavy-handed, it gives you a really natural brow. And I just do very, very simple brow. But from all the years of plucking, and also as we age, our brows tend to fade a bit. They're not as thick. I used to have really, really thick brows, and I so wish that they were still like that, but they're not, and that's okay. So that's why we have these amazing brow products. I'm gonna take this palette from Bobbi Brown. This is the Nude on Nude by Bobbi Brown. And it just has a lot of nude colors, as you can see there. I'm gonna take this color right here and just pop that on my lid. It's just Bone is the name of it. And it's very, very natural and a little bit brightening. So I put it under my brow bone. And I also put it on my lid because those are the 2 places that I really want it to be bright. I'm gonna take this color right here and I'm just gonna put that, into my crease. And as for my eye shape, I go above the crease. And that's because I have a heavy fold and very similar to a hooded eye. So I like to go a little bit above the crease. If you have a hooded eye, I highly recommend you do that as well. Then what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and take this darkest color in the palette, and I'm going to take an angled brush like so. So I'm just gonna put this on the outer part of my upper lid. So I'm not going all the way in, as you can see. I like to do the lower lash line as well. Again, same step, start at the very, very edge and just kind of go halfway in. Do not go all the way in with this particular look. That's just the way that I do it. And this is going to make your eyes appear larger, more rounded. So what I like to do with this is I like to tightline. And I don't use black because again, I want this to be more of a day-to-day simple look, nothing dramatic. But at the same time, I do want my lashes to appear a little bit thicker, and that's what this does. And moving on, back to the face, I'm going to take this butter bronzer and I'm going to pop that on my cheeks. Okay, and then for blush, I typically go for something that goes with the whole glowy vibe. I'm not going to use any highlighter, so I'm going to take Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is pretty much a dupe for NARS Orgasm. It's a peachy, pinky, corally color, and it's absolutely beautiful with almost every look, and that's why I typically go for this on this kind of look. Or if I don't know what kind of blush to wear, I'll use this one, but it gives you a very nice, healthy glow. And you just want to pop that on your cheeks and smile a little bit, and then bring it upward. So we're almost done. So now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Okay, then I'm gonna be taking L'Oreal's Carbon Black Voluminous Mascara. It's an oldie but goodie. Today I'm going to have a pinky lip. I will show you another option though. I usually use this whenever I use any kind of like a pink or pinky lip sticks. So then I'm going to take MAC's Pro Longwear matte lipstick and dress it up. This is a beautiful pink color. As you can tell, it is very loved. And it is a beautiful matte color. So you will see it goes on matte. It is not the type of matte that you get from a liquid lip. It does not dry out. So I really like their matte formulation. It probably doesn't last as long as the liquid lips, but it does last a long time. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you a different lip color option. This is more fallish if you're not into the pinky look. And what I used was Spice Lip Liner and Makeup Forever Artist Plexigloss in the color 204. And it looks like this, and this is what it looks like on the lips. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.